All right, Ms. Abrams, this is not an application. Court is calling 2025 CR 0000450, State versus Alfredo Vasquez Jr. Can I have parties announce?
Jason Jerry here for the state, Your Honor.
Michael Bell, Mr. Vasquez.
And are you Mr. Vasquez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with theft of a property, $2,500 or more as a state jail felony? I'm sorry, $2,500 or more with 2 or more previous convictions. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
It's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 1 year in the state jail facility. There's a $1,000 fine and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes.
State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you review the waiver of appeal paragraph with your attorney? Did you understand it and sign it in both places?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand by signing that you're waiving your right to appeal?
Yes.
The only items that can be appealed are written pretrial motions that have been filed, heard, and ruled upon by the court. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Counsel, are there any such motions?
No, ma'am.
Then to the offense, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, ma'am.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
The client just asked it to follow the recommendation by the state.
All right, the court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 1 year in the state jail facility, give you credit for any time served. There's a $1,000 fine, time and money to run concurrent. And I request the therapeutic community. It doesn't increase the time that you're in custody, but it's to help you maintain your sobriety. All right, we can go off the record. How old are you?
59.
right.
I'll be 60
Oh, when?
in July.
All right, so here's the thing. You're gonna have to make a decision on whether you want to spend your birthdays, right? You can spend your birthdays in the free world, or you can spend your birthdays in and out of prison. And you're gonna get to the point where it's gonna get tiring and you're gonna find out all of your life is spent in prison. If you have a drug problem or alcohol problem, they have plenty of places that are free. When you're released, if you can't find a place, if I'm still here, you come back here, you ask me, I will pick up the phone and find a place for you, okay? All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Thank you, ma'am.
Court is calling 2025 CR 0026660, State versus David Romero Jr. Can I have parties announced?
Andrew Harris Sadelman for the state.
Michael DeLeon for Mr. Romero.
Are you Mr. Romero?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with possession of a controlled substance, penalty group 1, 4,200 grams, that's a second-degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you review the plea bargain page with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 4 years in the prison, and the state recommends community supervision. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense?
That's correct, Your Honor.
State?
Yes.
Outside the agreement, the state is asking for a TAP evaluation and that your community supervision be for a term of 4 years. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. After reviewing states exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there's sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
We are, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Yes, Your Honor. There was a TAP evaluation recommended, which Mr. Romero believes he's going to be fine on. We would ask the TAP evaluation be done out of custody, only because he has a job waiting for him, a break check, ready to go back at a moment's notice. He has been in custody since December 5th to 2024. So being in custody for 5 months, he's ready to get back out and back to work.
Yes, ma'am.
And he's going to make all his appointments. I've explained that to him, Your Honor.
All right, do you have any children? What are their ages?
31, the youngest 21.
Do you have any grandchildren?
I got 6.
And what are their ages?
The youngest one is 5 and the oldest is 10.
Okay. And how often were you using?
Very once in a while, just
What does that mean?
maybe once a month. So
All right. Gang affiliation?
No.
Gang affiliation while you were in prison? All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 4 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 5 years. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, field visits 1 time per month until further notice. In custody, a TAP evaluation, follow TAP recommendations, a gang evaluation, 100 hours of community service restitution, proof of employment within 30 days of release, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, no unsupervised contact with minors, and restitution, if any, to SAPD for drug testing, and 60 sober meetings in 60 days. Probation, is there anything else? Yes, 1 time per month until further notice. 100. All right, we can go off the record. Your attorney will tell you to be successful on probation in this court, communication is key. If there's an issue, let your probation officer know about it. If you feel as though the probation officer is not addressing it, you can always come back to court. All right, good luck to you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, court is calling 2023 CR 9989 and 2023 CR 9990. State versus Gus Gyos. Can I have parties announced?
Robert Gallo for the defendant.
All right, and are you Mr. Gallegos?
Yes, I am.
All right, and cause number 2023 CR 9990. You're charged with the offense of criminal mischief, $2,500 to $30,000. And in the cause number 2023 CR 9989, you're charged with attempting to take a weapon from a peace officer. All right, each one of these cause numbers, the range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine. And each cause number, did you review the plea bargain page?
Yes.
According to your plea, punishment is to be assessed under 1244 to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail. There's a $1,000 fine, and the cases will run concurrently, and there are no applications. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes.
Defense?
Yes, Your Honor.
State?
Yes, Judge.
Then to each cause, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
Contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments, and the court will review the same. And each cause number, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty in each cause number. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Please, Your Honor.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Only ask that you follow the plea bargain assets recommended by the state. We are in agreement.
All right. And cause number ending in 9989. The court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail under 1244. Give you credit for any time served. This will run concurrent with 2023 CR 990. And cause number 2023 CR 990. The court will follow your agreement. The court will sentence you to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, give you credit for any time served, and that will be sentenced under 1244. And this will run concurrent with 2023 CR 9989. All right, we can go off the record. Here's the thing, sir. It appears that you have issues with mental health, right?
Yes, I do understand that.
All right, so you're gonna have to make sure you stay on top of that, because otherwise you're gonna picking up cases and you may end up doing something major. This is major, of course, but there's always things that are worse.
Something's
And-
prevented.
Yes. So when you're released from custody, you need to go to the Center for Healthcare Services. When you're released, if you can't find a place to go to help you with your mental health, come back here. I will pick up the phone. Make sure you get some mental health treatment, okay? All right, good luck to you,
Can I
sir.
ask one question?
Sure.
Is that, I mean, I understood all that you were saying for what it said, but does that mean release, automatic release?
No, what will end up happening is because you were sentenced to 1 year in the Bexar County Jail, the clerk's gonna calculate. If you have a year in the Bexar County Jail, you're gonna be released. Now,
Right.
if, I don't know how much time you have.
Okay.
If you are planning on getting 2 for 1, which means for every day you serve, you get credit for 2, I'm not in charge of your receiving 2-for-1 or 3-for-1.
Okay,
That's something that the sheriff does and the sheriff's department. So what I can tell you is the most time you will have to serve is 1 year, but all the time that you've been in custody will count towards that 1 year. All
so
right?
it's already been issued. It just needs to.
But your attorney will have to speak to you about it.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you.
You're welcome.
I understand now. Thank you.
All right, you're welcome.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks. Okay.
Malik Lamkin,
Your Honor.
counsel, you all prepared to proceed?
No, Your
All right, what is happening on this?
Your Honor, one of the allegations with the MTR is a new number one offense.
Okay.
I'm just becoming aware of that. I need to look into that in discovery. Mr. Garahan was very nice to provide me with an offense report,
Mhm.
but there should be some surveillance video and or statements taken that I haven't seen yet at all. In fact, I don't even know if I'm appointed on that case.
All right, Norma, if you can make sure that Mr. DeLeon is on the new number one. And then we can recall this. You want to recall it for the week of May 19th?
It sounds pretty good, Judge. I'm gonna be back in here on. How about May 19th? Yes.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, you can put this down for May 19th for discovery. All right, thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. All right, Okura. Court is calling 2025 CR 002509 State versus Jessica Rodriguez. Could I have parties approach and announce for the record state? Defense?
Suzanne Kramer for Ms. Rodriguez.
All right, is there an application in this case?
There is, Judge.
Did you understand you're charged with assault of a peace officer or judge as a second-degree felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at a $1,500 fine. State recommends deferred adjudication. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense, is that the plea?
It is, Judge.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 6 years. There be a TAP evaluation, 120 hours of community service restitution. Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest? Court will find that defendant has knowingly and voluntarily waived and consented to stipulation of testimony and stipulations. Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. The court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. The court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Judge.
Anything you wish to say on behalf of your client?
Only, Judge, that her criminal history is very light. She had a resisting arrest that was dismissed. She had something else. I can't honestly remember what the charge was, but she successfully completed deferred. So I was asking Jason if he would mind if I, just asked you to go a little lower on the fines, especially with her conditions. She's getting ready to have that baby, and possibly give her less term of like maybe 4 or 5 years on deferred.
All right, so why are you fighting at Market Square on Fiesta?
There's 3 girls that had came up to me, and then one of them, I guess, I don't know how she knew me, but she knew me, and she had said my son's name, and then I was drunk on her, and I just started fighting.
So we're living in a society now where if someone even says someone's son's name, it's like all bets off, let's fight.
Well, if she said it aggressively,
Oh, what's your son's name?
Josiah,
Josiah. Is that what she did?
yeah.
That's all it takes for people to fight? I thought you were gonna say maybe she called your son out his name, but I see she did not. She was just screaming his name.
So they had came up to me when I was already walking away because I had saw them were by the porta potty.
How do you guys know each other?
She knows,
The father of your child?
well, no, his girlfriend.
All right, yeah, there's some kind of girlfriend, boyfriend going over here.
Very
People
well.
do not get into fights, which
And
I
she
don't
just
know
has
why.
Nothing in her history that just kind of just came out of the blue.
I don't know why. People are getting in fights. Is Child Protection Service involved in your life?
No, ma'am.
How many children do you have?
She's my second one. I just have 2.
So you have 2 and 1 on the way?
No, just 1, and then she's my second.
All right, this is what the court is gonna do. Oh, I'm sorry. How far did you go in school?
9th grade.
Why did you drop out?
I was in the foster system and I ended up running away, and then when I turned myself in, it was really too late for me to go back to high school because I was too old to go back to the 9th grade.
All right, do you have a support system?
She does, is he here? Is he
Yes,
still
he's-
here?
Yes, he's here.
She's got, I don't know, boyfriend?
Yes,
His name is Mark Cruz. He's actually been here since 9 o'clock this morning.
Well, is Mark Cruz the father of your children?
yeah, he's a father of my daughter, and he also takes care of my son while I'm.
All right, so here's the thing. This is what I tell people, and I want you to internalize what I'm saying. Sometimes, yes, you meet a guy, they're a prince. It's like, oh, where did this guy fall from? It's like a Hallmark movie and not a suffering woman's channel movie on Lifetime. But usually it's a Lifetime movie. Children, I think children are great. I love children. But you should think of children as suitcases. And who wants to be carrying around all these suitcases and it's not their suitcase? So you need to consider that, because sometimes people treat their biological children different from children that are not their biological children. And you're out here living your life, drinking, getting drunk at Market Square, getting into fights, and your child is by themselves with whomever you have them with. So has he been taking care of your child while you're in custody?
Yes, ma'am. Him and my older sister have been.
And Judge, I can absolutely attest to the fact that Mark Cruz texted me, calling me all the time, wanting to make sure she was okay, wanting to know what was going on. He really was like overly involved from my point of view, that clearly cares for her.
All right, maybe he's wants somebody to help him babysit. I'm
Possibly.
tired.
But obviously he wants.
Hurry
her
up,
out.
get home.
Everybody
Okay.
wants to be out.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. There's going to be a $1,500 fine that will be probated, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, 120 hours community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting. Once she completes parenting, 60 of those hours will be waived. I'm going to order GED, or either you're going to obtain your trade school certification in something, then the other 60 hours will be waived. 6 years deferred adjudication. There's to be no contact with Market Square. So you will not be fiesting, is that a word? Fiesting at Market Square while you're on this probation. You better bypass that street. There is to be proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care providers or with minor. Field visits 1 time per month until further notice, and anger management. Probation, is there anything else?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. Do
Thank you, Judge.
better.
Let me be excused.
Yes. And there's only one case, correct?
That's clean.
I was playing yesterday.
All right. Court is calling 2024 CR 012580 State versus Jimmy Montavo Jr. Can I have parties announced? State,
Andrew Harris Salem.
defense,
Danielle Cranberg for the defense.
and are you Mr. Montavo?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand you're charged with theft of property, $2,500, with 2 or more previous convictions as a state jail felony? Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, I did.
According to the plea, punishment is to be assessed at 2 years in the state jail facility. State recommends community supervision. They're taking in consideration 2025 CC 004157, 2025 PF 09142, 2024 CR 012577. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense,
Yes, Your Honor.
state?
Yes.
Outside the agreement, the state is requesting that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years. There'll be no contact with HEB. Did you understand those were recommendations from the state and the court does not have to follow those recommendations?
Yes, Your Honor.
Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, here's my question. Why can't you stop stealing?
I can and I have stopped.
No, I mean, you have a lot of theft cases.
I was addicted to drugs for my first 2.
Mm-hmm.
That whole time I was addicted to drugs. I've been clean, and I just made a poor decision. And I wasn't supposed to come back here. And I do not look forward to it.
Do you have any children?
I have one daughter on the way. She's doing August 4th.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 2 years in the state jail facility, suspended and probated for 5 years. Regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, a proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider with minors, field visits 1 time per month for 6 months, taking consideration 2025 CC 004157, 2025 PF 09142, 2024 CR 012557. There's to be no contact with HEB, 80 hours of community service restitution. Those will be waived upon completion of parenting classes in CATS 1 and 2 theft course. All right, good luck to you. Stop
Thank you.
stealing.
Thank
All
you.
right.
All
The court is calling 2025 CR 002681 and 2025 CR 002683 State versus Daniel Morales. Could our parties approach and announce for the record for the state?
Rick Tanya for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Attorney Bill Simmons for defense.
All right, and are you Mr. Morales?
Yes, ma'am, Your Honor.
All right, and cause number ending in 2683, you're charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 20 years in prison, possible $10,000 fine. And cause number 2025 CR 002681, you're charged with assault impeding breath circulation with a previous conviction, assault choking with a previous conviction of a family violence matter. That's 2 to 20 years in prison with a possible $10,000 fine. Did you understand in each cause number, if I were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty, sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, ma'am.
According to the pleas, punishment is to be assessed at a cap of 5 years. There's a $1,500 fine. State is opposed to your applications. The cases will run concurrently. The state will take in consideration 2025 CR 002680. There's an affirmative finding of family violence and no contact with the complainant. With an affirmative finding of family violence, you're not allowed to own or possess any weapons or ammunition or be designated as primary custodial parent. Did you understand that to be the entirety of your plea?
Yes, ma'am.
Defense? Then in each cause number, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence states exhibits 1 and attachments. Court has reviewed the same. The court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty in each cause number. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Counsel, do you want a PSI or would you just like time to come back with witnesses?
Your Honor, we could come back with witnesses. I guess our question would be whether or not the court would be inclined to grant him a PR bond pending sentencing.
No, I will
without-
not grant him a PR bond.
Okay, so from that perspective, Your Honor, I mean, we would defer to the court. We could have the PSI, but I have my witnesses here today as well, if the court would like to hear from them.
I can recall you for tomorrow for witnesses. And if you,
I'm out of county tomorrow, but I believe Friday, if the court's available or anything.
no, we're not available on Friday. It's holiday, Good Friday.
It is Good Friday.
All right, I can bring you back and another judge can hear it.
Or it's Monday, or I can just confer with former judge, whatever the court wants to do.
All right, I can give you any day next week, or I can give you the first week in May.
If I could have 2 seconds to ask
Yes.
his grandmother if she could be here next week.
Sure.
If you want us to step. aside.
Yes. And just let Ms. Ferguson know. Court is calling 2023 CR 10024, State versus Reginald Green. Could I have parties announced for the record? State,
Fair statement.
defense.
Daniel Cranberg for the defense.
Are you Mr. Green?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand you're charged with unauthorized use of a vehicle? That's a state jail felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 180 days up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you understand if the court were to grant your application for deferred adjudication, if for any reason your deferred adjudication were revoked, the court could find you guilty and sentence you up to 2 years in the state jail facility and up to $10,000 fine? Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
According to the plea, state recommends deferred adjudication. They're taking in consideration County Court Cause number 709-056, County Court Cause number 709-057. Did you understand that to be the plea?
Yes, sure.
Outside the agreement, the state is recommending that your community supervision be for a term of 2 years and you not be allowed to operate any motor vehicle without a valid driver's license. Then to the offenses charged, how do you plead? Guilty, not guilty, or no contest?
No contest.
Court will accept into evidence States Exhibits 1 and attachments and review the same. All right, after reviewing States Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty. Court will defer finding of guilt as you've applied for deferred adjudication. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Please, Your Honor.
So this is your parents' vehicle?
Yes, ma'am.
Why are you doing this to your parents?
So me and my stepmom had a disagreement on the
Mhm.
payment, and my dad was unaware that she filed an unauthorized use.
Well, all of this really started because you said your food was cold and you want somebody to give you refund for cold food and you didn't return the food.
I called the cops and asked them, so I turned myself in.
So here's the thing, you want a vehicle, get your own vehicle.
Yes, ma'am.
Do not involve yourself in business transactions with family or friends. If you do, it's not going to turn, it usually doesn't turn out well.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have a driver's license?
Yes, ma'am.
You need to present that to probation. If you don't, you're not allowed to drive.
Yes, ma'am.
When's the last time you had employment?
I'm employed now.
Doing what?
I'm a supervisor at DirecTV.
Oh, okay. Oh, everybody's like said, shh, because they're talking about how the bills keep rising for that, but okay. The court is gonna take in consideration County Court Cause number 709-056, 709-057, 2 years deferred adjudication, regular reporting by Zoom or in person, regular random UAs, proof of employment within 30 days, no employment as a home health care provider or with minors, anger management, field visits 1 time per month for 2 months. No driving without until valid license is presented to probation. 80 hours of community service restitution. Do you have any children?
Yes.
Ages?
3, 12, and 10.
Do you see them?
Yes, every week.
All right, parenting classes. Once he completes parenting classes, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. All right, know better, do better, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, who's here on Jessica Alcazar? Where are we on discovery?
Judge, we're still going through discovery, but we did receive a plea offer from the state today that was reasonable. I just need time to discuss with my client and go over discovery with her, and I think we'll come to an agreement next setting.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on Alcazar, if you can bring her back the week of May 5th for disposition, what date? All right, May 8th. Thank you. Who is here on Ricardo Vargas? All right, thank you. Yes, thank you. All right, counsel, I know you were recently appointed.
That's correct, Your Honor.
And look at you all are matching in shades of blue. It was meant to be. All right, so counsel, I'll give you a month reset. Do you have a specific date?
About
Counsel?
May 28th.
All right, Ms. Ferguson, on this case, no, not 28th, that's a Wednesday.
29th.
All right, once you sign the reset form, you're excused. Thank you for dressing appropriately for court. Thank you for your patience.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks, Michael. There you go. All right, who's here on Dalvin Berry?
That's me, Judge. State needs to talk to the victim.
All right. All right, but do you have all discovery, you think?
Yeah.
All right, you want to set it, counsel, the week of May 19th?
We could do it next week if you'd like.
You want to, I'm not going to be here next week, but if you want to do it next week, we can. It'll just be with a different judge. You want to do it the week of, I can give you the week of May 19th,
That's fine.
Monday, Tuesday, or
Monday.
Thursday. All right,
Find
so we'll
something
see you
out.
back.
If he finds out the faster, I'll contact.
Okay.
All right, thank you. See you then.
Thank you. Judge.
Who's here on Jeremiah Simmons?
Judge, on this one, this is where Mark LaHood is unless.
Oh, wait, no, it's not this
Oh,
one.
it's not this one. Oh,
Different
sorry.
one. This one,
Okay.
I just need a trial date on.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
you just need
Sorry.
a trial date?
Yeah.
How long do y'all, it's an aggravated robbery. Would you like a bench trial?
No.
All right, look, that was very quick. Let me just tell you about bench trials with me. If the state proves their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you guilty. If they don't prove their case beyond a reasonable doubt, I'm going to find you not guilty. That's who I am. But if you want a jury trial, we'll give you a jury trial. How long do y'all expect it to last?
3 days.
All right, so if y'all will confer with Ms. Ferguson on a jury trial date.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
He left, Judge.